What's going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you my Week 8 battle versus D-Pad Gamer and the Orlando City Serperiors. We're getting right into our versus recorder to show you guys this battle. It is a replay. I did not have time to live record this battle, so we're going to get right into it. You're seeing the squads right there up on the screen. You see he brings Manaphy, Mismagius, Lopunny, Jirachi, Umbreon, and Weezing. We're going to start this battle up right now. Now, it was a very good battle. He has those threats. He brought the Jirachi, Manaphy, Mega Lopunny. So here's going to lead with my Weezing. I led with my Sock. It was my best option for a lead. And here I'm just going to bring back my Sock because I have my Slowbro for this. Little did I know that my Slowbro had a misgen in it, and it did not have Regenerator. So I was in a little bit of trouble here without a Regenerator Slowbro and a Mega Lopunny. So he's going to withdraw his Weezing, and he's going to go out to his Jirachi. As I go for the Scald, the Jirachi play was kind of obvious. He wanted to keep that Weezing alive for my Sock. Now, we're going to get some leftover recovery, but we're also going to take some burn damage, and I was kind of curious to figure out what kind of Jirachi this was. Jirachi can't touch me with anything but U-turn. So here he's going to go for the substitute, so all that popped in my head was Sub-Focus Punch, so our Thunder Wave was essentially useless this turn. And now I have to focus on trying to break that sub of his. Now, he goes for the Grass Knot, so he is a specially offensive Jirachi. Grass Knot's going to do a bunch of damage here at this point. And I was actually really worried now about... at the time I did not know it was not a Regenerator Slowbro. So I was kind of really worried about him possibly having coverage for my whole team behind a sub. So here we're going to withdraw our Slowbro, and I believe we go out into my Magneton, seeing as all he had was Grass Knot and Substitute so far. Here he goes for the Ancient Power, probably trying to just get the boosts and be able to potentially sweep my team. So here I go for a Volt Switch. He has no ground type on his team. So I got off a free Choice Specs analytic boosted... Oh, that was Thunderbolt. Analytic boosted Thunderbolt, which is going to take out his Weezing. And this does give him a free switch out to his Jessica, which is his Mega Lopunny. I'm going to bring it back. I know my Slowbro now is not Regenerator, so at this point I just have to sack off my Slowbro. There's nothing I can do about it. It just has to go down. You're going to see his Mega Lopunny here, and I believe he just goes straight for the high jump kick, which is actually a little bit of a risky play, but seeing as I did have the Magneton out, I was really expecting a fake out to possibly break a potential Magneton Sturdy. I bring in my Sock. This gives away my Sock as a Choice Scarf. I brought it in right away. He's going to withdraw. I go for a knockoff here, predicting him to switch out into something else. The Mismagius comes in, probably predicting me to just go straight up for a close combat, but instead I hit him with a nice and adamant knockoff, which will take off his Mismagius. So now we're sitting here very pretty. I can bring in Sock now at any time and proceed to spam close combat here. He doesn't have his Weezing, which resists it, and he doesn't have his Mismagius, which is immune to it. So I'm going to go out to my Klefki here, as he's going to go for the fake out. We're physically defensive Klefki, so this does not do much to us at all. We're going to get the leftovers recovery, so it pretty much puts us right back at full. He switches out here, predicting the T-Wave, which I did go for, and he's going to go right out to Obsidian, which is the Umbreon. Now, I'm going to go for the Spikes here, get one layer up, so that way his Pokemon are now taking residual chip damage, making sure his Jirachi comes in weaker, his Manaphy comes in weaker, his Lopunny comes in weaker. So he makes a good play here, predicting the Toxic, and he's going to go right out to his Jirachi, which was a great play on his part, as I go for the Toxic here. Now, I go for the Thunder Wave here. I wanted to make sure this thing could not have a chance to start firing off Ancient Powers and setting up on me because I can't really touch Jirachi other than knock off from Sock and maybe Magneton. So I'm going to go out to Natsu, the Charizard, and he's going to withdraw his Jirachi, making another very good play here as he hard switches into his Manaphy. Now, I was really worried here, because now I'm here in the position, he's either Rain Dance Manaphy, or he's Tail Glow. If I set up if he goes for Rain Dance, I kind of just have a possibility of losing my Charizard. So here he's going to bring back his Manaphy, and he's going to go out to his Jirachi, who's going to take now Spikes damage. And I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, which will take out the Jirachi. Magneton now with 2 kills, and Sock with 1 kill at this point. So now I Volt Switch right out into Klefki. He doesn't have the Jirachi, he doesn't have a Steel type anymore, so I can fire off Toxics or Thunder Waves. And that was my goal right here, was to set up a Thunder Wave on this Manaphy, just in case he is Tail Glow. I do not want to be swept by this Manaphy at all. If I get swept by this Manaphy, I'm not feeling good. So here he's going to show off that Tail Glow. At this point, Klefki has no purpose anymore, so I'm going to get up another layer of Spikes and just take it out. Now, here you're going to see Manaphy get paralyzed. We're going to go for another layer of Spikes. Now we got solid 3 layers of Spikes down on the field. He's going to go for a Surf. That's going to take out the Klefki. Klefki did its job, though. I don't think the crit really mattered. We were not specially defensive. And at this point, I can go out into my Magneton here, and I'm just going to click Volt Switch. That's all I really need to do here at this point, as he's going to go out to his Umbreon, and this is what Analytic Choice Specs does. Yes, it's going to take a good chunk to Spikes, but I'm going to go off, land the Volt Switch. It's going to do a very nice amount to Umbreon. And I'm going to go straight out into Sock at this point, and he has no close combat resist. We are inner focus, so his Lopunny is not a concern anymore. And right there, Sock goes, close combats, takes out the Umbreon. So Sock with its second kill. And the Spikes are actually very important for me, for Sock to end up killing the Manaphy. Yes, I do still have Magneton in the back, but here's where that focus, or the inner focus Sock comes in. He's going to go for the fake out. He's possibly thinking I am sturdy. Inner focus comes through, and his Mega Lopunny will go down. So that prep that I had for the inner focus was actually very good. I know it's a very situational thing to do, but it ended up working and paying off for me in the end. So now, I wasn't sure if this killed. I did not calc this at the time, but I feel like the Spikes did really have an impact on whether close combat did kill Manaphy, but in the end, good game, D-pad. His just offensive threats, really, I barely prepped for his Weezing, his Umbreon, his Mismagius. A lot of his bulky Pokemon I really wasn't worried about building for. It's his offensive threats, because Manaphy has the possibility to sweep you. Choice Scarf Jirachi, Choice Banded Jirachi. I mean, his sub-special attacking Jirachi, if he could have gotten some Ancient Power boosts, could have been really problematic for me, because Ancient Power hits Charizard. My Slowbro wasn't Regenerator, plus he had Grass Knot. Magneton could have helped solved it a little bit, depending on what his last move was. Probably Psychic or something along those lines. Excadrill did not actually get to even see the field, so we advanced to 6-2 now, I believe. And next week we have a divisional game, which probably will determine the division winner for us against the Dallas Starus. So don't forget to check out that next weekend. I do apologize for these being up late. I've had some personal issues trying to get the uploads back on the channel. Just a lot going on right now, so Keep an eye out for stuff. Don't worry, Sun and Moon demo will be up on the 18th. I will be recording that. That will be up on the 18th or 19th, depending on rendering and such. But don't forget to go check out D-Pad's channel, subscribe to his channel, and check out all his content. But with all that being said, I'm Johnny GB, and I'm out.